Hello friends, this video on synthetic fibers and plastics part 11 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. So with this we have reached towards the end of this lesson. So let us quickly look at some of the questions. Question number 1. Explain why some fibers are called synthetic. Now why are they called synthetic? Because they do not occur naturally in the environment and we manufacture them. Now since they are artificially prepared from things like coal, petroleum, air or water, so that is why they are called synthetic. So they do not exist naturally. So examples of synthetic fibers are nylon, polyester, rayon. Question number 2. Mark the correct answer. Rayon is different from synthetic fibers because it has a silk-like appearance. Well, rayon does have a silk-like appearance, but that doesn't make it different from other fibers. It is obtained from wood pulp. Yes, it is obtained from wood pulp. Its fibers can also be woven like those of natural fibers. Even for artificial fibers also their fibers can be woven to form a fabric. But in case of rayon, it is obtained from wood pulp, and wood pulp contains cellulose, which is a naturally occurring polymer. So that is how rayon is different from others, and that is why rayon is often called the semi-synthetic fiber. Question number 4. Give examples which indicate that nylon fibers are very strong. Now, as I said, the most beautiful thing about nylon is that they are extremely strong. At the same time, they are very flexible. That is why they are used in parachutes. So you see the ropes of the parachutes. Do you think that they do not need to be strong? They need to be really, really strong. Even for rock climbing, you need strong ropes. And there also you see nylon. For drying clothes also you use nylon ropes. So actually nylon fibers have this characteristics that they are very strong. Question number 5. Explain why plastic containers are favored for storing food. Now one thing is they are non-reactive. They generally do not react with a lot of things like oxygen or water. They are not very reactive to all of this, and therefore there is no rusting, there is no corrosion of these containers, and they are durable. They stay with you for a long time. So instead of plastic, if you start using metal containers, they will get very easily rusted. So that would not be nice again. You will not be able to use them for a long time. These plastic containers are also quite cheap. They are not that expensive as other metals. They do not corrode. They are also light in weight. So it is very convenient to use them as storage containers. So all these actually together make them very favored for storing food. Question number 6. Explain why the following are made of thermosetting plastics. Now what are thermosetting plastics? Those which do not get deformed when heated. So saucepan handles. Now what do we do with the saucepans? We cook food. So we put them on fire, we put them on heat. So if the handles also get heated up, we will not be able to touch the handle comfortably. So that is why the handles are made up of thermosetting plastics, because thermosetting plastics are poor conductors of heat. So we do not feel hot when we touch them. At the same time, they do not bend on heating. So even if you heat them, they really do not deform. So it is very convenient to hold them while cooking. Electric plugs, switches, plug boards, why are they used in association with the electric equipment? That's because these plastics are again poor conductors of electricity. So they do not allow electric current to pass through them, and therefore you are completely safe of electric shocks. There are no chances of getting electric shock. Question number 7. Categorize the material into can be recycled and cannot be recycled. So here you see a list of things. You have to say which one will be recycled and which one cannot be recycled. Okay. So what we do is, whatever can be recycled, we will mark it as yes, and whatever cannot be recycled, we will mark it as no. So the first one is telephone instruments. It can be recycled. Yes, it can be recycled. Yes, telephone instruments cannot be recycled, so it is a no. Plastic toys, do you think it can be recycled? Yes, of course, you can use the same plastic for making a lot of other things, or you can use the toy in some different form. Cooker handles, So can it be recycled? The handles of your cooker, it cannot be recycled. The carry bags which we carry, yes, it can be recycled. Ballpoint pens, can it be recycled? Yes. Plastic bowls, yes, it can be recycled. Plastic covering on electrical wires. So you see all the plastic things that can be recycled. The plastic chairs, but when you talk about the electrical switches, again it cannot be recycled. So all the plastic things can actually be recycled. Question number 8. Rana wants to buy shirts for summer. Should he buy cotton shirts or shirts made from synthetic material? Now for summers, it will be more heat, so you are going to sweat more. So if you use a cotton shirt, cotton will absorb sweat, and also if you look at the cotton fabric, it has got a lot of pores, so it actually allows to keep your body cool. So cotton would be more comfortable during summers. So cotton absorbs sweat, it keeps the body cool, therefore it is more comfort, and it is also very comfortable to wear because it is very soft and light. So cotton shirt will be more preferred during summers. Question number 9. Give examples to show that plastics are non-corrosive in nature. Now, since plastics are non-corrosive, that is, they do not react with oxygen or air to form new products, or there is no rusting or anything like that is not there on plastic. That is why it is actually used in making so many kitchen wares, so many utensils. Not only that, it is also used for the outer covering of the electric wires, the electrical outlets. Now it is used in these places because it is non-corrosive. Otherwise, every time it is exposed to air, it will undergo some sort of rusting, it will start reacting with air, and it will form some new substance. So, but all those things doesn't happen, and that is why it is actually used in so many things. Question number 10. Should the handle and bristles of a toothbrush be made of the same material? Now when you look at the bristles of your toothbrush, what do you think the bristles should be like? So these bristles should be soft, they should be elastic because you actually move them inside your mouth so that it can reach even the cornermost tooth. They should also be light, it should not be very heavy, right? But when you talk about the handle, do you want the same characteristics for the handle also? Not really. What do we want for the handle? We want the handle to be quite strong. We also want the handle to be such that it is easy to hold, because this part need not to be flexible. We are not going to move this part. This part is just for holding. So it has to be tough. So therefore the handle is often made up of hard plastic so that it can give it some sort of toughness, some sort of strength. Whereas the bristles are often made up of the nylon fibers, because nylon are strong but at the same time they are very flexible. So due to that flexibility, it can actually move comfortably inside your mouth. Question number 11. Match columns in 1 with column 2. So these are some of the things in columns 1 and 2. Polyester. So polyester is the fabric which does not wrinkle easily. Teflon. So Teflon is used to make non-stick cookware. Why? Because it is heat resistant. Rayon. Rayon is the artificial silk and it is the semi-synthetic fiber because it is prepared from wood pulp. Nylon. It is so strong and elastic that it is used for making parachutes and stockings. Question number 12. Manufacturing synthetic fibers is actually helping conservation of forests. How? Now, when we manufacture synthetic fibers, we are actually not bothering the forests much because we really do not need the plants for this. So, we are not cutting down plants. So, what do we need for manufacturing synthetic fibers? We need the petrochemicals which are formed naturally deep under the earth. So, that means in order to make more and more synthetic fibers, no harm is being caused to the forests. Forests are not being cut down, and that is how forests are being conserved. So synthetic fibers are manufactured artificially and manufactured from coal, petroleum, etc. So we are not really dependent on forests, and therefore no harm is being caused to the forests. So with this, we have reached towards the end of this lesson, and I hope that this lesson on synthetic fibers and plastics would have helped you. So try to gain some information on why you should not use plastics unnecessarily, and we should try to save our environment. So with this, I would conclude this lesson and see you all in the next lesson. Thank you. Please visit www.examfear.com to watch more educational videos with a better experience. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for latest updates. Thank you once again.